Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will get the first swing of the game. The Gophers and the Hawkeyes clash for one of the great trophies in all of sports. Rich in tradition, they're playing for Floyd of Rosedale, guys.
Anytime it's a trophy game, you know the intensity is going to be at a different level. These two teams, they circle this game all season long for the right to pick up a giant pig trophy after the game. What could be better than that?
And these trophy games matter. Why do they matter? Somebody comes in from the trophy every single year, and they're going to tell Iowa, and they're going to tell Minnesota the background, the story about this, and why this game means so much, and that's why there's a trophy.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job hitting their ears back and getting home.
The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got an open man. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Iowa! A great catch and run for 6. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, they've been playing for the old Iowa Trophy for over 100 years. Ohio State and Illinois. Here's how it went down. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A lot of hard-fought, memorable games in this rivalry. The Gophers took a close one last year.
And they've been gloating about it and celebrating that win last year all year long. Not just the fans, but every day in the facility, the players get to walk by the Floyd of Rosedale trophy, sitting in that trophy case all polished up. They want to keep it there another year.
Absolutely, you want to keep it there. You want to build on the tradition. Everybody, it matters so much to everybody in the organization, the fans. These trophy games, it means just a little bit more. That's what makes college football so special.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far, and it's passed down, and the uniforms changes and the names change, but it's so cool, the history of this intact, people keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, are you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third down, going up top. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14, Minnesota, 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Floats it out in space. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. They're going to run it. Just ran over it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll line up for a second down play. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Muscling ahead on third and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Offense goes on the attack on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. At the 20, he's got space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker is Cobb. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. It's complete to the right. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you've got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Gets open down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and made. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Hart. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. You have field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job.
And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got a man, it's Cole. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who would have thought a bronze pig could turn 2 level-headed fan bases into emotional tornadoes? But that's exactly what you get in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale Trophy. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who Once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Iowa plays out.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt.
That makes the score Iowa 24, Minnesota 3.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man! And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2.
Now on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
Right back to it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Looking to throw on third. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab outside, it's Thomas. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. That last completion sets him up on second down.
Brings up second down.
He'll pull it on the read. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The snap sets up to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Number 6.
Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Ready to try the point after.
Ball for the extra point.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick of a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 4 over Kansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
On to kick it away.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Flushed out of the pocket. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's reeled in. It's hard. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense, and you saw it on that play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Then the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He leaves it with his back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. They'll run this play from the pistol. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. Iowa has added a little port to this lead, and the Hawkeyes are getting closer to capturing Floyd of Rosedale.
Iowa has been dominant on both sides of the ball in this one, offensively and defensively, just doing what they want to do. They've got their foot down on Minnesota's throats right now, David. They're looking to end this thing.
They're Iowa, right? No matter the moment, no matter the stage, the rivalry, the trophy, they are who they are. And now Minnesota in a tough spot against a historically good defense year in and year out with the Iowa Hawkeyes.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. The aerial assault continues. Lets it fly. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. The completion well past the sticks. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He's looking to throw. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
But when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Man, did he get walloped on that play.
He did. He got smashed, but what happened? He got the touchdown. That's all that matters. I don't care if I get hit. Coach, I got me a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 11 over Kansas State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Comes out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Cole. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
The running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. Discards a man. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. He caught it. Touchdown, Iowa! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
41, Minnesota 17.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.